Oh, that's cute, kind of, sort of. Hi. I know, it's been a little while since we had a chat walking, huh? I'm going to walk today. I'm trying to see what this is up on this, ow. Okay, so it's like a sun, but it's dark. I don't know if you could see it if I tried to show it to you. It just caught my attention. So now I'm in somebody's driveway. Let me see if I can see it, and I'll show you. See, you'd have to make the screen big, but up there, it's like a sun, except for that it's black. Anyway, my body's not doing the greatest as far as, I don't know, it'd be terrible if I could just break. No, my hip and the area of my spine. Everything down there is just weak. I have to exercise. I've got to do some Pilates, and I don't even know how. Hi. Anyway, I know I look funny to people. I'm just walking down the road, talking to my phone. You know, it's amazing how your mood can change. You can feel all lost and all alone one minute, and you know, the next day you've got a whole brand new outlook on things. But I was starting to talk about my back. I haven't been out walking. I think that's what I need. I hope that's what I need. I talked to the doctor about it yesterday, this pain that's been basically in the top part of my butt, in the muscles and stuff. And so he asked me where it was, because I was telling him, man, what's going on with my back? You know, he's my plastic surgeon. He's not someone to ask that, but he's a doctor. I'm sorry. Anyway, he determined that it is my sciatica. He said that's what happens when that, I mean, that's the type of pain I was telling him about. It was like in the meat, in your meat. But then again, okay, go down to the bottom of your spine. I did just drink some water, but I do have cotton mouth, so I should have brought water with me. Anyway, so I was describing bottom of your spine on the right hand side, but right in there, pinpointed right in there is where the pain is, because I did finally feel it in something besides my muscle. It's in the muscle, but I strained myself real bad the other day trying to get up. I'm gonna have to stop and get water, dang. But trying to get up out of that chair, and then I had to keep going, and it wasn't good. I felt it pull down deep in, you know, just a big old long pull. Not a good one, it hurt. This is all new to me. I haven't had these problems before. But the doctor did say, you know, we determined also that it's because I've been sleeping in a hospital bed in a weird position. I've got it better now, but I have to have those side rails, unless there was a way to have them on my bed, because I just couldn't get out of bed without hurting something. So anyway, myself, I determined that I need to walk. And I told my doctor about my magical healing ointment. And so when I was asking him about, you know, the pain for my butt, something's got to work, he said, use that. And I said, you know what, you're right. I need to concentrate on that. Slather me down with my stuff. Anyway, I gotta have some water. He wants me to get that PET scan. I don't know if I've already told you in a different video, but I did just see him yesterday. So We need to know. Although, I don't want to do it. Oh, okay. But the deal is, I thought I had to have my arms straight up above my head to do a PET scan. Because I was telling him about that, and there's no way. Because he had said that it was okay to go ahead and do it. Well, he didn't tell me that. And I'd already canceled the stupid appointment. So now I need to get another appointment. And I figured I could just take it wherever I go. If I happen to leave, I would, you know, have it done there. I just need to find I need to find out where I'm going. And then I need to find a hospital that will do the PET scan. And then call his office and he'll put in an order for it so we can get it all. I've got an approval code, but the approval code is for where it was going to be. So I don't know if that's going to cause trouble if I go changing everything. But it is true. We do need to find out what's going on all over my body. And so we can concentrate, hopefully, just in the one area. And then he said that it would be better if I did radiation. Because if they go in and do surgery, which is the other option, you know, they cut more tissue out and it'll leave a dent in my chest again. So no, we don't want that. And then I got to thinking I really, really, really should just treat it with my ointment and just really go to town. And then have a PET scan, like maybe in a couple weeks or so. Or longer. But anyway, that's up for discussion. I really don't know. Okay, I came out here to get water. See, I got me some water, but I don't think I even had any of it. I know. I need to get me a tripod. Really need water. You guys out there? Then who knows if we're drinking good water, right? All those years that I didn't drink enough water, maybe I was saving my life because of contaminants. Who knows? They're trying to kill us, right? One way or another. It's in for the long haul. I know they were expecting a lot of things to be happening around 65. But I think I did start falling apart at 63. That's what it felt like. But some of the things they did, I'm going to lose my voice. Yeah, I need to be having fruit and stuff. I've really slowed down on all that. Okay, so I should write down an outline of things that would be good for you to do if you have cancer. To do or not do. You know, I'm not very organized. And when you fly by the seat of your pants, sometimes you leave out stuff and then you wished you would have had it there. I wish I didn't have. Yeah, this is a side effect of smoking pot, okay? Getting a real dry throat. And I think you need nectar of the gods or something to soften it up. I need my ointment. I could do that. Because it does. It goes in and seeps into your tissues and makes things soft where they were brittle. I know from experience, I know what I'm talking about. It's really cool. But the thing is, you know, with me having a dry throat right now, you probably might do something for it. Soften it up a little bit instead of being so rough and dry in there. My stuff, my ointment, the coconut oil. See, I took my, okay, I told you the first process, okay? That's a process into itself. And then you take that beautiful stuff, that black gold, liquid gold, and you mix it with other things, like your body lotion and your face cream. I mixed it with My sister gave me a face cream. I can't remember what it was called, but I made it green. It was good. Goes on nice, moisturizes, and then it gives you a rosy glow. Because it is promoting blood flow. For a fact. And I went to somebody that had arthritis really bad, and I mean, he used ointments already, his own, or, you know, the place where they owned a dispensary. But anyway, I had him try my stuff, you know, and I got a rave review. Took his arthritis pain away. Maybe not forever, you know, but just like painkiller would, I would think, and maybe longer. And I know, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing about arthritis. And I'm sure I don't have everything in my head. You know, definitely not always right. But what I understood was that the calcium we take, all that calcium you take, if you don't have vitamin D to go with it, it doesn't get into your bones. So it leaves all these deposits, like mineral deposits on your bones. And then you need to break those up. They need to be broken up so they can get discarded, you know? Like, think about your coffee pot and the hard water deposits, and you can't really get rid of it, but you put some vinegar in there, some vinegar and water in there, and it'll flush it all away. You know, you might need it to soak for a little bit. The point is, take vinegar. Maybe that can help you out. And me and Dad are taking vinegar, but we got to remember to do it. And it has so many great effects. It's supposed to help you lose weight even. So lose weight. I run my words together. And then I would think, just like the vinegar in the coffee pot, I think the vinegar in your system would help flush away those mineral deposits. I don't have a list of all those things that it's good for, but I know there's a lot of things that apple cider vinegar with Mother is good for. Well, I need to go in there and have some right now while I'm thinking about it. I will diverse, because really what I got to do is go outside and walk. I'm excited to actually be walking. I know I'm not going to be able to go for long, but, you know, I'd take my cup, but then I just don't know. Walking down the street with my hands full. You know, I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to make this spout go on the other side. Oh. Okay, I'm going to have my hands full because I'm going to take my water with me so I don't have to stop back in and forget what I'm doing. Well, there's a song that's going to pop out of my head because today is in record keeping, we would want to keep a record of this date. I would, and Joe would, for genealogy purposes. If my mother was here to do the genealogy, then she would want that date. The judge signed off on our divorce this morning. So, it is a day that needs to go down in the records. So I don't know if that means I'm divorced today, if I'm divorced as of the minute he signed it, or if I wait until tomorrow to really claim myself as single. But it has been a long time coming, and I am so glad that it finally is done. The paperwork. But any old who. So the song that was coming up was My D-I-V-O-R-C-E became final today. I'm not sure who sings that. And I'm sure I didn't sing it near as good. And Patsy Cline is what comes to mind, but there's a few of those women that sing beautiful. Might not have sang beautiful songs, though, you know. There's a lot about divorce. So it seems like it might be Patsy Cline. I'll have to look it up, huh? Lots of things I've got to look up. But I'm walking here. You know, I'm gonna come over here and walk in front of the neighbor's house and show you their stuff during the day. They've added a few things to it. They are so cute. They are festive people. Okay, so I'm gonna take a chance, I guess. I should see what you can see. All right, see, so the lights are not on because it's daytime. There's a tree, and a snowman, and deer, and then Santa. Hi. Kid up in the window watching me take a video. Anyway, look at that. Santa. Well, at night, that Santa has lights all over it from the inside, you know. And then here's the Santa's sleigh. Santa ain't gonna fit in that sleigh, guys. And then the presents, and then that tree right there lights up too. It's really sweet. It's nice that people do that. And I've already shown you this guy's house itself at nighttime. That's loaded with lights. Pretty cool little family. A boy and a girl and a baby. Okay, back to me, so I can see what you can see. Oh, my body hurts. Anyway, you know, when I was taking Joe to the chiropractor, the chiropractor had the spine over there, you know, a replica of the spine with all these things hanging off of it. In other words, your nerves. Every vertebrae, you got nerves hanging off on both sides. There's a bunch of them. Looks like a centipede. And then Joe had nerve damage to begin with, and that guy puts a pounder on his back. I don't think that was very wise. He should have been cracking his bones instead of doing that. His chiropractor that fixed him after a major accident is over in Beloit, Kansas, if he's still there. They called him the bone crusher. And I heard Joe's bones go ballistic, you know, with the guy pulling on him or whatever, jerking on him. But that's what it takes. And he knew what he was doing. And Joe needed that. But no, we went to a guy that had one of those stupid pounders. And he pounds up and down his back on the sides, you know, of his spine. Not right on his spine, but close enough, if you ask me. I mean, before we were done, it just looked to me like the chiropractor had hurt my husband. Joe said it helped him with some of the stuff, like maybe the upper, I don't know. But you couldn't prove it by me. He was stumbling all over the place. He tells me he's walking better. I sure hope he is. I want him to get all the help he needs. You know, nothing like being totally miserable. But anyway, what's a good song? I guess I gotta get off the sidewalk. I'm tripping. I was tripped on the sidewalk, which hurt my back. Oh, these guys have added, I'll walk across the street zigzaggy here. These guys have added a blow-up nativity. Probably be better to see it at night. It's hard when I'm just trying to show you and I don't know if you're seeing it or not. It's cute. Okay, let's see. Now, you might be able to, like, what is it, pinch that up? But I guess not in a video, probably, huh? Oh, maybe you could. I think sometimes you can. Anyway, I better get off the sidewalk again. I got a song playing in my head. So I was listening to the song, okay? Everything Turns Around by Dogstar. Playing in my head. Pretty trip. That's when you know you're doing good. You know, if other people sing your songs. Dance to your songs. Or just enjoy your songs. They ain't gotta dance. We can bebob around. You know, move our hips around. Oh. So I had a subject I wanted to talk about when I went in the house, but I don't know what it is. You know, there's a million subjects. Come unto me now, all my days feel the same, but at night you call my name, and everything turns around when you come around. Yeah. One day it'll just flow out of me like you wouldn't believe. That song I sang was it yesterday? It had to be. Or in the middle of the night last night. Girl with No Eyes. That just came out of nowhere. And there are more words than just that. Because I posted on my Facebook page today. And then I think I also, because I got it off of YouTube, so I did a search on YouTube. I just put in that line, and it popped up. It's a Beautiful Day. It's the name of the album, or maybe the group. I don't know. But I like their music. I remember. I just need to scroll through and find out some more songs. But that was an interesting song. I liked it. You're a dream, but I'm not dreaming. This is real, all too real. Let's see what else. Right now I'll just be able to piece it together, little pieces. Oh, my back hurts. Okay. Just have to wait until it pops out on its own because I don't know it good enough. Ow. I can say that. Yeah, my bones could use some help. And I think walking is a help. I know it is. I knew somebody that had a osteoporosis, or I mean, I don't know how bad it was or anything, but that's what the doctor told her, to walk. So it probably builds up your bones. And also, like I was talking about the arthritis, moving stuff around helps break up those deposits, okay? So like even like when you get some owies, I got an owie on the top of my foot once. I pulled the oven, okay, the thing on the bottom, the broiler, I pulled it out right over my foot. That hurt. And then after, when it was healing and stuff, it created something that needed to be broken up so it can be dispersed. And yeah, it was painful. I don't really remember the pain, but I know that the doctor was involved and told me what to do, you know. And you know, it's like for my foot, I had to move it all around in different directions to break it up. But you know, it would have been better to take vinegar. I bet vinegar would work. And my ointment dilates your veins, helps blood flow. I mean, it lets the blood pass. So it should make your blood pressure lower because you're not trying to push something through, it's able to get through. But you know, I can't claim all these things for a fact. I just know it is my testimony and my belief that it will do those things. Because I mean, I've seen that it enlarges my veins. My veins will be laying down in and you can't really see them. I mean, you know they're there, and maybe you can see them a little bit, but they're down there a little bit. And they come up to the surface, and they be large. And you know, when I put too much on, I feel my blood rushing. But it's great that it can. And I think that I know that it brings out impurities. So, because I put it inside my elbow area, you know, I gave me a healthy dose in there. Wasn't even a healthy dose necessarily, just a little. And I got white pimply things that popped up, which means impurities. So I would say that that is a testimony of that. And I know from rosy cheeks, from a sallow look on your face to rosy cheeks, that tells you your blood flow is doing good. From not being able to feel inside to being able to feel very well inside, it enhances things. It enhances your, oh, what's the word? Anyway, it'll come out sooner or later. It heightens your senses. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I felt things I never felt. So it's pretty cool. That in itself. And making brittle tissues soft. Wow. You know, not everybody has that problem. I used to have the exact opposite. I had too much moisture. But that was way long time ago. But I think that the diabetes, the high blood sugar makes you extremely dry. And that means in that area too, you know, things are dry. And it's not good. So, I mean, I've got something that will help a lot of things. But I need like private meetings to talk to people. When I say private, I don't mean one-on-one. It can be a group, you know. Then I can feel free to talk because we're together and explain some stuff. And then I can help teach you guys how to make it. But the thing is, you just need to go online and you look up Rick Simpson. Rick Simpson oil. He's all over the internet. All you gotta do is put it in there. Probably even on YouTube. And he will show you how to extract the oil. How to go about doing it. And you don't have to do a mass quantity. You know, you can just go and get, say, even an ounce. Get an ounce. And, you know, some people just use trim and stuff. But really, if you want to make some cancer medicine, you want to scrimp? I don't think so. You go and you get something that's just covered in crystals, okay? You look for, you know, like White Widow, grown by a great grower, should be covered in white crystals. Those crystals is the medicine, okay? can't say R. I get all caught up in English. But the point is, just go get an ounce of some of the very best you can find covered with crystal. And then go get yourself a half gallon of Everclear, okay? Now, we invested in different equipment, okay? I've got a magical butter machine. And I've got an extraction machine now that I've never used. I'd like to try that. You know, things to make the job easier, but certain things like the, you know, this is somebody who's going to be doing more of it, not just as a hobby person or their own medicine or whatever, because you don't have to have this equipment, okay? But what was I going to say? Oh, that magnetic stirrer. I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying, but I got a magnetic stirrer, and then I'm not sure, I think it might have just been one thing that came with it, and that was the little magnetic stirrer. You put it in the middle of the, okay, I had to buy beakers too, okay? So I got beakers, and then I got a set of these little pieces of metal that'll go in a circle. It stirs up the water, whatever it is. And then that magnetic stirrer is also a heat plate. In other words, it heats up, you can control the temperature. And then the magnet is in the middle of that. You put the beaker in the middle of the thing, and you put the metal thing, you know, it's like enameled piece of metal, that the magnetic thing will stir it. And so it comes in different sizes if you get a set. Anyway, that is an excellent piece of equipment for what I did, okay? I'd almost say it's necessary, but probably not. It's just that things are a lot easier. There are tricks that you learn. I mean, we also got a distiller that you can make. I mean, you can distill your water and you do other things with it, but definitely try to remember in my head. Yeah, you really should use the magical butter machine. But you know, people who don't have that, I've seen them on YouTube, just get a blender or a bullet. You know, one of those little bullets. Something to put your weed in. Break up, okay, first thing you do with your weed, you go buy it, buy the best, then you kind of break it up into not real small stuff. You know, in other words, you're gonna get nuggets, whatever they call it, thick, coarse nuggets. So what you want to do is kind of break it up into smaller nuggets. You don't want to break it up into just ground up stuff, okay? But then what you're going to do, I hope you heard that, don't grind it up. You want to break it up into smaller nuggets. So that, because what you're going to do, this is what you need to do. You need to decarboxylate, which means you can put it in a mason jar. And then you put that mason jar in a preheated oven at 250. Then you put it in the oven at 250 for a half an hour. And that will activate the THC. Because if you're going to put it in the ointment, depending on how you go, I don't know how that works, because it does need to be at a certain temperature for at least half an hour. And nice little trailer. That's a very little trailer. Anyway, it made a difference. It made a big old difference. And that's what you're wanting, is the THC. You want, the medicine is, I mean, there's a lot of medicine, okay, different things. But all I know is that THC, Rick Simpson used that oil that he made on people with melanoma, with people that have skin cancers. And it was healing it. And then again, of course, you know, the law had to chase him around. He moved away. I don't know his whole story, but I do know that law didn't want him doing that, and he was just giving it away to everybody. But the point is, we can get it to where you can make your own medicine, okay? And then depending on what it took for a license, I would invest in a license, but I just don't know what all it takes, and I haven't investigated. I made mine and Joe's medicine. So it's private stock. And then I tried to make it strong. And the point was, I wanted THC in my medicine. I mean, that's the whole point, you know. THC is supposed to kill cancer cells. No guarantees, but I just know of other stories where people have, you know, one guy was at stage 4, and they told him to go home and get his affairs in order, okay? They didn't give him any hope. But he started taking Rick Simpson oil, and 2 years later, he was free of cancer. And that's somebody I know in the family. So there is hope. And one of the other things that my naturopath said, she wanted me to read a book, and I never did. But there's this book, and I don't remember the name of it. I'd have to try to find that, because it's part of my treatment plan. She wants me to read that book. But these people that were at stage 4 were let go in just that manner. Go get your affairs in order, because we can't do anything for you. And it's a book about these guys surviving. And what they had in common was they all found a purpose to their life, okay? Like being a pastor. You know, I'm not a preacher, but I am. I am trying to share the good word and who you are and the possibilities that are coming. So you don't want to give up. You want to find a purpose in life, because that's what she said. The ones that survived, that's what they had in common, was they found a purpose. You know, something to set them on fire. Preaching the word does do that. Feeling the word, and the word is God, Jesus Christ. The word was with God. I can't remember all the different things it says in that little scripture. But anyway, I say that word a lot too, I know. I just have to stop in between things. There's so much. But seriously, I do lose faith. But I have to stay on top of that, because that is, and really, even no matter what, I just need to be able to be comfortable about whatever happens, you know. I don't want to freak out on anything. And really, I need to just think of things in the best way possible, which is, I have my medicine. I have doubled its strength, and I have a way to use it. I don't have to go try to find somebody to make it for me. It's already done. So we went through a whole lot, getting our medicine. But see, that was going on a mass scale, instead of you could just go and buy an ounce. If you have the money, and then if you have cancer, I've got to find out how to do it here. I had all my stuff set up in Colorado, but I just need to find out what the laws are here. Because anybody with cancer should be able to get it, and they might even help pay for it for you. I mean, really, it is good medicine. Okay. I remember Rick Simpson saying something about Let's see, I haven't had enough that I've gotten high like that, and he hasn't been using my stuff. I have tweaked his stuff, okay? Because his stuff don't go into my body, and after a while I just threw it up. It wouldn't go through my liver. I wasted so much of that medicine trying to do that. But I learned that, you know, there's no way that's getting inside me. It's just going to go straight through me if it makes it through. But I had read somewhere that the particles, the oil particles, are too big. The particles are too big to get through. If it's the gallbladder, and see, I don't have a gallbladder. It's something to do with the opening of the liver. Anyway, the way I've got it, it melts into your skin. It is no longer black, but the medicine is there. It is killer. It's gonna not be killer. It's a saver. It's gonna save your life, I'm hoping. But that's what I wanna do. And I'm gonna use it in the cream. I do feel like the cream is a better deal because then you can spread it all over and you're not left all oily, you know, unless you want to slick and slide, and that's not what we want. Now, for a sexual aid, yeah, very good, and it melts into your skin and it's gone. It's not leaving a cuckadoodle yuck, you know. Something that's supposed to help you, but does not, and makes a mess. This seeps in and it's gone. Makes your skin soft. Makes it where you can actually enjoy intercourse. You know, if you're too dry, even if they try to help you and stuff, if you're dry, it hurts like hell. So no good sex life. But my stuff is great. I got rid of that. So I'm walking slower. This is good because I used to get out here and just walk fast. I think that's harmful. Just depends. I know that I don't want to jar my skin. I mean, like running would do. Have your muscles fall off your bones. I've heard of that. I'm just trying to get a little walk in. I can feel my buttocks starting to hurt, but not the kind of hurt that I've been talking about with. The doctor thinks it was sciatica, but he said if I get the pressure off of it and laying right and stuff, it should go away in a couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. There's that doggy. Your daddy's gonna get mad if you come out here, you know. Am I gonna get in trouble? You're such a cute dog. I know, I see your tail wagging. I see your tail wagging. You want to see the little dog here? Let's see. Where you go? You see him? There he is. Thank you, honey, for coming out here. Anyway, people don't want their dogs getting too friendly with strangers or the neighbors. The neighbor, let me pet him and stuff. But I think after about the third time, he decided he didn't want him to do that. So that's okay. You know, setting a precedent. You don't want them, if they're guarding the house, be friendly with everybody. But then again, it's nice to know who your good neighbors are. That song is still playing in my head. So wonderful. Simply marvelous. It feels great out here. You know, a little bit of a chill in the air is good. It's not cold. I did go back in and put on pants. I had just my leggings on, but I went and added an extra layer. And I've got water in my hands. I'm gonna stop. And have some. Well, I'm not sure. I know you guys aren't really into the scriptures probably. But there's a couple places in Alma I want to find and read. And I think it's around 40, 41, and 42. And that's where the man perceived that his child was concerned about where he's going after he dies. Now, see, your child can be old, okay? I don't know how old he was, but he had, you know, I don't know what the right word is because I don't know all the facts, but he was, I will just say he was a rebellious soul, just like me and other people. However, I don't go around causing hell, which I think, well, Alma the younger did, but Alma the older, I don't know what he did when he was young, but he was really righteous, and he worked side by side, I think, with King Mosiah, who was a righteous king. Not all kings are righteous, but King Mosiah was a good one. And I'm thinking that Alma, I want to call him a judge or something, but I'm not sure. And he might have been at one time and then quit being a judge so he could go off and do other things, like preach the word. You know, instead of enforcing the law, he could go out and try to change people before they break all those laws and lose their lives and all that stuff. You know, missionary. A strong missionary. And I get lost with whatever I was saying. I know I was talking about Alma and perceiving. So, okay, I don't know the names of whoever, but the father perceived that the son was worried. Like, what's going to happen to me now? Because he was probably close to death or something. So I'll find that. And that's the one that he was told, the father was told by an angel the answer to that, because he had already prayed to the Lord about it. And so the angel told him. What did the angel tell him? All of us, when we die, go back to that God who gave us life, okay? That's what he told him. And then also, I believe it was still during that same part where a person's worried about being wicked. And he was told that a wicked person has no part nor portion of good in them. Okay? A wicked person has no part nor portion of good. And they do evil continually. They cause trouble continually. They delight in someone else's pain. You know, we all make mistakes. We all do things. But if you do it continually, intentionally, you know, because I believe a lot of us do it without even knowing. We might get tempted and then we follow that path. Then we wish we wouldn't have. My back hurts a little bit. My butt hurts a little bit. And I think I'm going to walk to the end of the street and then come back. We'll see how I'm doing. I might stop then. But I know I haven't walked near enough. But, you know, you must take it easy when you're starting back up. And I saw that I did do some walking videos, and ever since I had my surgery, I've done some videos. I just have forgotten. I have to go back through my videos that say, come walk with me. Walk with me. Let's see. Da-da-da, 'tis eventide. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Savior, stay the night with me. Behold, 'tis eventide. Oh, Savior, stay this night with me. 'Tis eventide. I don't know the rest of it. Song from church. So I got alternative music, wonderful pop alternative. I don't know what it is. I love it, whatever. And then I got a hymn playing in my head too. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop when I get to the house. Give my body a little rest. Maybe I'll come back out in a little while. Da, 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 da. Behold, 'tis eventide. Or maybe it's time, eventide. That's probably the right word. I don't know all the words. Sometimes I guess I make them up. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, I don't know if this one's going to come out of my head. What? Ere you left your room this morning, did you think to pray? In the name of Christ our Savior, did you sue for loving favor at the break of day? Oh, how praying rests the weary. Prayer can change the night to day. So when life gets dark and dreary, don't forget to pray. Love you guys.